You can't cut that song.
You can cut that song and not lose anything.
Are you kidding? It's the most important song in the show.
The most important song in the entire show.
Absolutely. What is the last line that Winthrop says right before he sings Gary, Indiana?
The professor taught me a song that has hardly any S's in it.
Exactly. Hardly any S's. Now, if I'm Meredith Willson and it's 1950 whatever, and I'm writing this little musical, and I know I have this adorable little boy, Ron Howard level cuteness, who's got this adorable lisp, I'm not going to underutilize that. I'm not going to write him a song with hardly any S's in it. I am going to stack that sucker from stem to stern with succulent cerulean sauerkraut. It is going to be S's from top to bottom.
I mean, yeah.
So, what's important is that we can see that the professor has so inspired Winthrop with confidence that he feels like it has hardly any S's in it.
But we can lose Till There Was You.
Oh my god, in a heartbeat.
Okay, I mean, the show's long.
Hey. Hi. Were we filming?
I'm David.
I'm Paul. We're the Rigano Songbook.
And this is Broadway on Deck.
Hey, All Things Broadway channel. We've got a little survey for you. Check all the boxes that apply. No cheating now.
Are you the biggest theater nerd in your school? Do you think that sports are lame, but Adina is cool? Have you ever said, I can't, I'm in tech? Does your weekly tap class keep you in shape? Do you know all the words to Hamilton, CR, and mixtape? Do discussions about bootlegs always leave you a wreck? Are you on top of every musical trend? Do you cry to think that someday even Phantom will end? Do you have the range for any role from Annie down to Amy to Beck? So if you're that theater lover and you know that you are, and you need to know each Broadway star before they're a star, then tell me how many boxes did you check? What you need is Broadway on Deck.
Hey, welcome back to episode 2 of Broadway on Deck.
We are here in the brand new dressing rooms of the ever-expanding town stages in lovely Tribeca, New York.
Now, if you haven't seen the show before, go check out the previous episodes, but then come back here because this is a great episode.
Yeah. As usual, we will be bringing brand new talent right into your computer screen, or your iPhone screen, or your...
wherever you're watching this, your smart
screens.
TV.
Yeah.
Watch this on a smart TV.
Watch this on a smart
We'd
TV.
be huge.
Oh.
We are so excited for this month's episode. We have some great talent, some names that you don't know yet, but you should know, and you will know very soon.
So let's go see who's on deck today.
Katie Ladner.
Hi.
Here she is, live and in person. It's really her. I'm so excited to have you here.
Well, thanks for having me.
So tell me a little bit about why you're so great, because you are so great. Just go ahead. Just brag for a little bit. I'm going to take a sip of water.
What?
So, where would our audiences have seen you before?
Okay. Well, I've been in New York for 5 years now, and I've been fortunate enough to be in a couple of cool shows. My first show was Heathers, the musical.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's a cult classic, I guess.
Yes,
you should
indeed.
say, or
The
based
film
off
and the
cult,
musical.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess so.
I think the musical has sort of a cult following.
Yeah, I played Martha Dump Truck.
Excellent.
You know, one of those, like, unicorn-wearing sweatshirt girls, which was really a lot of fun.
And that was kind of before, like, I feel, that, like, the unicorn sweatshirt trope was, like, such a, like,
Yeah.
oh, she's one of those girls who, like, you always see her in a unicorn sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't a thing yet.
No, you see
So-
it everywhere at H&M and stuff. So I feel like, you know,
So
I'm solely responsible for that.
Indeed.
I'm just kidding.
So props to the costume designer on
Yeah,
Heathers.
Sure. Thanks.
And then it was shortly after Heathers, I think, that we first met.
Yeah, be more chill.
Doing a little show out in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Um,
It was a lot of fun. I missed that show. It was really cool to, like, do, you know, put a little bit of us in each of that. And they were so, you know, for lack of a better word, chill about it.
they were, and now it's like canon.
Oh my gosh,
I mean,
it's
like,
crazy.
like Jenna Rowland is, you know, there's artwork about Be More Chill, and it's so cool to see the way that took off. And I don't know about you, I had certainly never been a part of anything that was like garnered that kind of following.
Yeah, it's kind of similar how those shows don't relate, but they do relate. Like Martha and Michael were very similar in the sense of like they were kind of like the outcast and stuff like that. So like the similar song to like Kindergarten Boyfriend. I had a lot of people say that, they hear that all the time, or like cabarets and stuff, which I'm like, it's kind of a downer song to sing, but hey, more power to you.
Yeah.
Like, it's a killer song. God, I'm full of puns today.
It's a killer song.
Full of puns.
So looking to the future, though, as fun as it is to talk about being more chill and Heathers, what are you doing these days? What have you been up to?
Well, since Red Bank, I guess, since Be More Chill, I did Disney's Freaky Friday. I got to do that album with like Tom Kitt and everyone, which was a lot of fun. Heidi Blick and staff.
Yeah.
And then we took that to DC, and then I actually made my Broadway debut in Sunset Boulevard with Glenn Close.
Heard of her?
Yeah. She's kind of she's up and coming,
she's going places.
Yeah.
With friend of Rigano Songbook, Lance Roberts, who is now, I think, going into My Fair Lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for him.
I mean, that man never stops working.
Because he's so talented.
Now I'm in a really unknown show. It's like, I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
Playing at this little hole in the wall in the village.
Yeah, for sure. It's Wicked.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Something about a witch.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Two
witches.
2 witches for the price of 1 over at Wicked.
Hey.
Go check it out. Maybe it's got legs. And you're doing a variety of things there.
Yeah, I cover Madame Morrible, who, if you don't know, she is the adult villain. Very adult, I guess I should say. And there's somewhat of a gay age gap. I'm a second cover, so it's very seldom if I go on. But
I was about to say that is a little
yeah, but
senior
I did get to
premium.
go on, and I'm actually the reigning youngest Madame Morrible.
I didn't know we had a record holder right here on Broadway on Deck. It shouldn't be Broadway on. It's Broadway on. So go see Katie in Wicked right now at the Gershwin Theater 8 times a week. Killing it every single time.
Oh, thank you.
And let's go like listen to, before you go buy your tickets, let's listen to her sing a little bit.
Let's do it.
We're gonna go sing a song.
Who was Romeo? Who was Juliet? Star-crossed lovers, they say. But today, I don't think their story holds much water. Who gives a damn about rival families? A Montague son and a Capulet daughter. I'll find a new kind of lover waiting for me somewhere. I'll find a new kind of lover soon. I need a grown-up man who's got a life with a plan and a smile that will make me swoon. I'll find a new kind of lover, someone who's grown up here. I'll find a new kind of lover soon. I don't need romance or fluff or all that hallmarky stuff. I officially changed my tune, 'cause I've seen too many Romeos in the past, and I've been Juliet too many times. And when you're ready to kill yourself, that can't last. And honey, that hardly covers their crimes against me. Romeo and Juliet were better off dead. They couldn't handle the love life I've led. I'll find a new kind of lover, someone who'll take this dare. I'll find a new kind of lover. No, I'll find a new kind of lover, the one I'm thinking of, or I'll die putting up an honest fight. 'Cause if I can't find a new kind of lover, then Romeo and Juliet were right.
Hi, Doug Shapiro.
Tell me what you need to know.
We're here with Doug Shapiro, who's amazing.
I'm Doug Shapiro.
You need to know this. That's why he's here. That's why he's on deck. So, Doug, tell our audience where they might have seen you before.
on the streets looking for work. I
show.
tend to find myself in new musicals. That's sort of where my passion lies.
Doug just did a new musical.
I'd wonder, what was that new musical, Paul Rigano?
It was called The Holy Cows of Crete in South Dakota. It was
Who wrote it, Paul Rigano?
Written by the Rigano Songbook.
What?
I think the reason why you find yourself in so many new musicals is because you're so bankable as a person, just as a mensch, as a wonderful person. There's something that happens when Doug Shapiro steps on a stage that just makes you go, okay, everything's gonna be fine, no matter what. No matter what happens, Doug Shapiro's up there.
Thank you.
You're gonna be seeing quality.
I appreciate that. It was something I heard once about Jonathan Hausman, and it's something that I try and do as well. Like he was in a Broadway show and he sort of stepped on stage, and everyone in the audience, you could just see them go. So I mean, if I could do that, that's amazing.
But outside of New York, especially, because we have viewers all over the country, all over the world.
Hi everyone.
Tell people
All
like.
the ones further away. Hi.
But you go up to the New England.
Yes, I
every
love the
year?
New England. There is an amazing theater, the oldest one-week summer stock, actually. The Barnstormers in Tamworth, New Hampshire. Should I be hired back? This will be my 18th season. It's an amazing place. There's something about that quick pace where it's like, find your funny walk in your silly voice and move, soldier, move.
Yeah.
Which is why even now when I'm working on a play, when someone's like, great, so now we're going to have table reads, and there is a place for that, and it's important, and you can get all sorts of stuff out of it. But as a person, as an actor, I get so impatient with it, because I'm like, we don't have time for that. It could be like a 9-month rehearsal process, which I've never had. But it's still like, we got to move. We got to move.
If you were, I'm going to go ahead and plug for you just because I think you're fabulous and talk
Thank you.
about all your credits. If you were in New York last year, you would have seen Doug off Broadway in the revival of Once Upon a Mattress.
Yeah, with Jackie Hoffman. It was amazing.
And friend of Rigano Songbook, Jason Sweet-Tooth Williams.
Oh, the
who is
Sweet Tooth. I was his
just-
understudy.
I didn't know that.
It is, and this is fun. All right, so this is what a great guy he is. So normally in an understudy rehearsal, the person wouldn't be there or would like send snakes or something. He came with donuts and was there on hand just to make sure that everyone, like, that I knew little things that he did that I might not have seen, that helps other people, as I was helping the people that didn't know my track. And it's like he came with donuts and supported me. Now, his beautiful, amazing daughter was born on a Monday night, so I never went on. But I did get to smooch Jackie Hoffman in rehearsal, and that is something I can check off a bucket list.
Seriously.
She's charactery and delicious.
Let's talk about the first time that you and I worked together.
Our first time?
We did a reading.
Was it Nutcracker?
It was The Nutcracker.
The Nutcracker, written by whom?
By Nancy Holson. Emmy Award-winning Nancy Holson, who
Yeah.
is phenomenal.
Mazel tov, Nancy.
So the first time I ever saw you was at Big Night Out.
Yeah, Jennifer Wren.
Jennifer Wren and Bill Zeffiro.
Hi, Jennifer Wren. How's
Jenny
California?
Wren. That was such an amazing community, I feel like.
Yeah.
And Jenny Wren was so good at fostering. She essentially, props to Jennifer Wren, who basically gave the Rigano Songbook their start.
See that?
We would come to these open mics, and she and Bill were just the best people. And they got the best people, and we felt so welcome there. And that's like, I felt like this is what New York is, and I was spoiled.
And what they do is so crucial because it's the people who are like sort of the same as you, like the same type, the same age, the same whatever. They're not your competition. They're your support system.
Yeah.
And they showed it with that because they bring people in so they get to sing, they get to support new music theater artists as people are trying something, and it's a community. It's not a competition. Mm-hmm. So when you learn things like that, I know that there are some great guys that do what I do. And if I can't take a role, I can recommend one of them.
Right.
And if they can't take a role, maybe they'll recommend me. But it's like we're all in this together. And Big Night Out really fostered that.
Yeah. All right, one last thing. Tell
Yes.
me what's coming up for Doug Shapiro.
What's coming up for Doug
What's
Shapiro?
on the horizon?
Good stuff. Well, hopefully Barnstormers are doing the producers this summer. I want Bialystok so much. Oh my God, I want that money. Please. But it was the wrong time to lose 20 pounds. But the Parkinson's Unity Walk I'm also doing to raise money for Parkinson's research. And I do something called Coaching for the Cure.
Tell me
Because
about
I'm a
it.
career coach for actors. So one of the things that I do is $50 towards donation on my page. For every $50 you donate, you get an hour's worth of coaching. And apparently last year I was one of the largest fundraisers.
It is, well, that's because your coaching is so valuable.
Thank you.
So donate to the Parkinson's Walk. Donate at least $50. Get that coaching
Yeah,
session.
I can work on Skype.
And then just sign up for even more, because I'm telling you, Doug is an invaluable resource.
Oh, start.
All right, more. He's gonna make you laugh some more. We're gonna go sing a song.
Oh, good.
Lovely.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right.
I'm
I'll just
excited.
warn you, it's very character-y. I'll try and find
It's
it.
really not his wheelhouse usually.
It's kind of Jewish. We'll see if I can do it. Okay. I'm coming here today to tell some jokes. All you folks the good old-fashioned way. So let us not delay one more moment of this play. We'll have a gas and laugh en masse the moment that I say, okay. Okay. Now hear this. Coco Chanel says that a woman should put perfume wherever she wants her husband to kiss her. So where does my wife put her perfume? In the bedroom, the living room, and the dining room. Oh, speaking of kissing, my wife says to me, ever since you started that new diet, you've been such a passionate kisser. I said, passionate? You've got a poppy seed stuck in your teeth and I'm starving! Okay. Oh, before my hair turns gray, just let me strut and bust a gut to keep you people gay. Oh, but if I go astray, please give my repartee. I'll be polite here all night and only here to say, okay. But seriously, I love my wife. There's just one problem. Her mother. Every time the two of them get together, all my mother-in-law can say is, you should have married Morty Feynman. Just last weekend, she was staying with us and she said, you see that nice big house Morty Feynman's got? If you had married him, I could be sleeping there tonight. So I said, I'll call you a cab. And boy, oh boy, is my mother-in-law cheap. My mother-in-law is so cheap. Oh, my mother-in-law is so cheap. She won't even pay attention because that would require interest. Okay. Don't let the bad outweigh the funny things a person sings from here to old Bombay. Oh, but whether A or nay, you're gonna have to stay here through the end and just pretend it's lovely when I say, okay. Okay. Look, it's not all bad. My wife and I just had a kid. She said she's always wanted to name her first kid Agatha. I said, Agatha? I don't know. She said, my great-grandmother's name was Agatha. I said, I know. I just don't think we should name our first kid Agatha. She said, I made a promise that I would name my first kid Agatha. I said, all right! But the boy's gonna get teased. Oh, but he's such a beautiful kid. A bouncing baby boy. You know, I never quite understood that expression until I had my very own bouncing baby boy. And I will tell you something. It's very easy to get him upstairs, but it's impossible to get him into bed. Okay. I hope that I can sway your minds and hearts with fits and starts that weren't too cliche. Oh, but if I went that way, I'll cause no more dismay. 'Cause this is it. I gotta quit. Just one more chance to say, okay.
Hi.
Hello.
We're here with Marissa Ghavami, and you've been very busy lately.
I have. I'm grateful though.
Good. Yeah, 'cause- and we're
Overwhelmed,
gonna.
but grateful.
Me too.
Yeah?
Like in the best possible way.
That's
So let's start the way we normally start. Viewers from the All Things Broadway Facebook group who are all over the country, all over the world. So where might people have seen you doing stuff, being busy?
Yeah, that's amazing. They could have seen me maybe on Without a Trace, perhaps in the feature Not Fade Away that David Chase, who did The Sopranos, had a small part in that. And, you know, here locally, maybe 54 Below, backstage there.
Okay. For those of you who get backstage at 54 Below, you fancy people out there. What did you do? Because you've done some concerts at 54 Below.
I just did Susie Mosher's backstage a couple of times, yes. And,
It's a concert series called. I thought you were like.
No, I'm not just
hang out.
creeping backstage. That's funny though. That's good.
Okay, but it's a concert series called
Yes,
Backstage.
yes.
And now, if I'm correct, you did that concert with friend of Rigano Songbook, Christina Bianco.
We were both guests the same night. Yes, she's a friend of mine too. So.
Hi, Christina.
Hi, Christina.
So this is the first time that you and I are working together.
Yes, I'm so excited. Thank you for having
Me too. I'm not beyond like using my web series to like pull people in who I have not had a chance to work with.
I love
like,
it.
let's
It's
do
brilliant.
stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like a big part of that, we were just saying both of us have been so crazy busy, and I think that is like a blessing and a curse where like you're doing stuff and then you can't always be a part of or even like see stuff that your friends are doing.
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
let's talk about all of the stuff that you've been doing, coming
gosh.
up.
Okay, I wrapped 2 short films at the end of last year, so they will be hopefully, submitted to all the film festivals, hopefully in that circuit. They're called Mirror and Prophecy, so I was excited to do those. And so I just booked my first pilot, so that's very exciting.
Congratulations.
So I've been working on that. We've just started rehearsals. We haven't started shooting yet. So that's called Les Fashionables, or at least that's the working title. And I guess if you follow me on social media or check out my website or something, which maybe we'll link to. Or
We'll put it all, yeah.
Perfect. So you can stay up to date. So that's very fun. It's
Yeah.
this weird place when you've booked like a lead in a pilot because your life could change. You could be, on some series on Amazon or nobody could ever see it. So I'm just grateful for the learning experience and it's great people and yeah.
Is it Amazon that's putting it out?
No, that
You
would
don't
be
know.
the hope,
Yeah.
So I just use that as an example.
Well, I'll just say that we've had a number of people on this program who have material shows or movies that they've been in on Netflix.
So we
so
love
I'm just
both
putting-
networks.
yeah.
We love
I'm just
any
putting that
network.
out there for you as well. That like maybe some of that Broadway on Deck juju will like,
Please,
yeah.
pass it on.
But you do a lot of stuff that's not, well, I shouldn't say a lot of stuff, but like one very big thing that's not strictly in the performing arts world.
That is true, yes. So I founded a nonprofit called Healing Tree. It stands for Healing Trauma Resources, Education, and Empowerment. And we're dedicated to transforming how society responds to abuse and interpersonal trauma. So it is a cause that's really near and dear to my heart. And yeah, I'm an artist as well as an advocate. And I love merging the two as well. So that's a big passion of mine.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Do you have, does Healing Tree have any events or benefits coming up?
Not in New York City.
Okay.
So there's a spring gala in Louisville, Kentucky, which is where we were founded. But there's a gala, I will say, on deck. Oh, there we go. In New York at some point. So
Okay.
again, if we can provide the social media and website for Healing Tree, you can follow us and stay up to date on that.
But there might be some people in Kentucky who are interested as well. Well, I think we've talked long enough about why you're awesome. I think we should show them how you're awesome.
Okay.
And we should go sing a song.
All right.
All right, let's do
Thank
this.
you so much.
Find me in a coffee shop, or find me at the pier. Find me in a park on a day when the sun is out and the sky is clear. Find me in a waterfall, or find me at the zoo. Find me on your way to the bus, in a train, a bar, sitting next to you. Have I found you? If I found you, I don't know. But when I find you, there'll be nowhere else to go. So find me in a library, or find me under a tree. I'll be alone in the storm. Won't you please take a risk? Find me. Find me in your deepest sleep, or find me in a book, Somewhere where the day meets the night, I invite you there if you'll simply look. But to find me, use your senses, not your eyes. You can find me where your deepest passion lies. So find me standing at your side, or find me far out at sea. If we have passed on the street, were we not looking then? I can wait for the day when we two meet again. But the gleam in your eye, I'll discover it when you find me.
Hey, that was a good episode.
That was a heckin' good episode.
That was a good use of
That's what
internet
the kids are
slang.
saying, I think, these days.
Heckin' good.
Yeah.
As usual, if you like it, click down below to subscribe.
If you didn't like it, you're a dirty communist.
All right, now dial it back just a little. He's right, but just calm down. Be sure to follow the All Things Broadway channel. Follow us, Rigano Songbook, on all your social medias that you do.
And as always, we have to thank our amazing performers, Katie Ladner, Marissa Kagame, Doug Shapiro. Thank you so much for being here.
So talented.
So talented. So proud.
So good.
So good.
And you're so good for watching and
Wonderful.
sticking with us all the way to the end. Why are you still watching this?
This episode is over. You should be clicking those subscribe buttons right now.
So that you never miss the next episode of
Broadway on Deck.
Clink!
We improvised that clink. That was an improvised clink.
So if you're that theater lover and you know that you are, and you need to know each Broadway star before they're a star, then tell me how many boxes did you check? What you need is Broadway on Deck.
Doug loves the comfy chair.